As a classic.
Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Court of Curses, Engine of Woe. We are currently on episode 25.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Alrighty, who wants to hit me with the recap?
I shall do it this time around.
Right, let me give you some background music. Alright, go right ahead. You're ready to rock.
Alright. While in perilous combat with the Engine of Woe, Took decided to try to go up against it using his alchemy and science, but he just wasn't quick enough and got torn asunder, ripped in half. But luckily we did not give up hope, and we were able to finally fail the beast. And quickly, with Thomas, we were able to at least extract a part of Minimaw, and were able to save Jax's life by putting his soul in Jax's body to somewhat bring them both back. And now we make our way towards my village and try to figure out why none of the orcs that were supposed to aid us were able to come and help us. And that's where we left off.
Alright, so, an inspiration for you. As the party continues their way up the mountains, leaving behind the Ichor fields, as they begin their ascent, they feel the cold change in the air, where autumn is being left behind and winter is upon you. The higher altitudes of the mountains mean that snow comes faster. The biting cold chill of the wind scours the mountainside. Alright. Currently, you are set up camp in the ruins of some of the old Mytharian cities and Orcish settlements that have dotted the entirety of the mountain's hold, possibly even some with Dwarvish origin. Such foundations are difficult to denote on whom first built them, as they have been built on top of and over the eras due to the constant threat of demonic activity. But here, in these ruins, you find a peaceful place to rest, with only the bite of the cold and the scour of the wind to assault you. Zu'el knows that you are a short distance from his tribe. It should take you only about another day or so to reach them. And it is here, exhausted from both battle and travel, the party decides to make camp.
Alright, I think this is... Go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying, the light fades on the horizon. It will be dark soon, as you were.
Alright, we'll make camp here for the night. We only got another day or so before we make it to my village.
Sounds like a plan. At least we got walls around us here, this time.
Yeah, just another one of those broken settlements that has been lost to the wastes. Alright. You two set up the tents. Coffee, could I have a moment with you for...
Alrighty.
It'll kind of just lead her over this way.
Yes.
I'm not very good at these, but I'm sorry that I failed you. I told you we were going to get Ma back, and we didn't succeed that, and I think that's mostly due to me. If we hadn't stopped for that Orcish tribe meeting that apparently was for naught, maybe we could have got here sooner and stopped him or been in time. And that's on me. So I am sorry, Coffee. saying something. I can't hear you, Void.
She would be quiet, kind of focused, looking down, and just do a deep exhale.
Are you going to say nothing?
What can I say?
I don't know.
I mean, were you hoping for me to be perhaps humorous, to break the tension and say, haha, I was right? I told you they would be a price. And apparently that price was I would never see my son grow. And it's out of my hands. Yes, there was importance, and yes, I still believe in the tenet of in patience all answers are found, but what do you want me to say? We needed reinforcements, and that was the way we were supposed to get them. Everything else was carving our way towards where we needed to be.
True. But, I mean, you don't have to say anything, but I was just letting you know that I'm very sorry. Like, to lose a child is not something that is easy. And if there's anything that I can do...
She'll just gesture to the negative space under her shoulder armor and give a wry chuckle.
Well, I can't fix that per se, but maybe my wife can. She is a fairly powerful healer, so who knows? And if not, maybe we can look more into that arm that Boldrum has and get you something similar to it.
Metal will not thrive with me.
What do you mean?
What happens when electricity goes through metal?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. If my magic, which is predominantly electric, goes through metal, it tends to get super hot. What happens when something is super hot and pressed against the flesh?
It burns, yes.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting burned every time I'm trying to work.
But isn't there a difference between magical lightning and normal lightning?
I don't know. All I know is that I've had my fair moments of static electricity and other humorous issues. So
Well, then put a piece of wool cloth between you and the metal, so that way it doesn't burn you. There's ways around this, Coffee. I think you're overthinking it.
I don't know.
But even one-armed, I think you are more lethal and more potent than any other adventurer I've been around. So I wouldn't let it hold you back.
Don't have my preferred weapon.
What, the bow?
Yes, I only have a rapier, and even then I only can have one, so my defensive stances and preferences are out the window. So yes, trying not to panic or spiral out of control here, but...
Learn to shoot with your foot, then.
Funny you mentioned that. I don't think it would be wise for me to run around barefoot.
Well, no, you just have a little insert in your shoe for where you would hold your bow, and then you pull back the string with your arm.
Out of character. I don't think Arcadum's gonna let me get away with that.
Looks up to God, gives him finger. I don't care. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But, as I said, I would rather have a one-armed Coffee than any other adventurer from Elrond's guild or inn.
You do understand that I'm going to be driving you and Moony mad trying to cook for you lot, right?
That woman drives me bad enough as is. I doubt you could add any to that. A drop in the ocean means nothing, Coffee.
Maybe it's just the weight of this.
Who knows? But also, thank you for saving our lives in the wastes. We would not have been able to succeed without you.
I can't get away with that praise because one of us is taking a very long nap.
Well, that's on him. He decided to go up against the beast on his own. He took a risk, he gambled, and he paid the price for it. And even so, again, we have some powerful healers in my tribe. Maybe we can bring him back. It's just, you probably could, we just don't have the resources for it.
If Cub could just vomit a diamond, I could... I don't know how to properly translate this. I mean, I understand that even in my homeland, diamonds are not exactly, a dime a dozen. They're not like apples where they're freely available, but at the same time, too, just the scarcity of them in this place scares me and gives me pause and caution.
Regardless of the odd bird, take the fucking praise. I don't give it out very often. And I'll just come over and bonk you on the forehead. Am I clear? That's not an answer. Don't be a child, Coffee.
I don't get to be a child very often. Am I not allowed to have a few moments?
Not if you're trying to be one of mine.
Yes, Patris, I understand the bonk. And yes, I understand that I have to be an adult and make sure that we get out of this alive.
Well, you could help us get out alive, but it's not all on you. It's up to everybody.
I can only do my part, yes, I understand. But if I
Good.
focus on absolutes, I don't overthink.
Only demons deal in absolutes.
That's not necessarily true.
From my experience, it has been.
Alright. I'm more inclined to agree with that experience than...
And he'll put a hand on your shoulder. Are you gonna be okay, Coffee?
I'm gonna be as okay as I can be. I can't... A part of me wants to be a recluse, completely numb and isolated off, and then the other part just wants so desperately to go back to normal. It's conflicting.
Well, in this life, there's no such thing as normal. We had literally seen and done things that are very much abnormal. Like, remember those leech things that spit acid when we went to go to the Court of Curses and fight the Baron in his tower?
Could have went a lifetime not remembering that.
Yes. Disgusting creatures. But where we go from here, I'm not sure. My plan is to go to the Tower of the Black Hand.
Why?
And if you would like, well, he's amassing his forces for one. And two, there's some questions that I would like to ask him about what we found in Ziracost.
Do you think there's a reason why he hasn't dealt with it yet?
I would assume it's the thousands upon thousands of demons in it.
If
There are
he's
a lot
powerful-
of there are a lot of members of the hand, but not that many.
Ah. So you're a little bit isolated like me then, I suppose.
But I would like for you to come with me if you wish. If not, I understand.
I need a remedy for this before I can do anything like that. I do not want to be short-handed.
He'll kind of smirk at that.
I just... Trick shots aside, as confident as I am about trick shots for money, trick shots for actual combat, I'm a bit wary of.
Well, even without a bow, you are still just as lethal, and your magics are very powerful. So
I don't think they'll apply the same, Zu'el. And you've seen how our front line is full. I'm disinclined to go bumping shoulders with poor Moony when she's trying to cleave some poor fool in half or...
Coffee.
when
If I cared whether or not you had a limb, I wouldn't have Boldrum here right now.
You know why he's here.
Yeah, I know exactly why he's here. And he's only just started his path. But we're not talking about him, we're talking about you. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter whether you have one arm or two, you are still just as capable.
I don't feel it. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm horrified I will become a target. And I will not be able to help you. And I'll be spending more time trying to patch myself together instead of focusing on keeping you lot alive. And I cannot let that happen.
You do a pretty good job at patching everybody out at one time, Coffee. You did it a fair amount during the combat.
Okay, well, you guys argue about that over here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while Boldrum investigates the nearby stonework, what you see, Boldrum, is evidence of a sort of layering of cultural styles. You can see that there are dwarvish stones near the bottom, the foundation. Atop that, you see orcish stonework. You even think that you see some elvish stonework as well. And then at the very top, at the end, human stonework. It is almost as if you are looking at the stump of a great tree, analyzing its rings and seeing its history. You don't know quite how old the stone is, but you think that it's measured in hundreds of years.
Fascinating. That's all.
Jax looks at the ground and will notice that there are no snacks. He will then look at Moony.
She's in a full glower, and she's been standing here long enough for 15 minutes that snow has started to accumulate a little bit on top of her dreadlocks. Arms crossed, giant muscles bulging. She's just waiting for them to come around the corner. She's got words to say.
Okay. Jax will continue to lay on the ground with no snacks. Jax will remember this. Meanwhile, in the back, as Holdan lifts up Took's body and puts him underneath the tent, Thomas will tend to little Reyna and will start cleaning up her dress.
Cutie.
Cup will sit upon Took's top half, staring into his face.
Will you say the word deeply?
Deeply into his eyes. Dead as they may be, waiting for the chance But when light sparkles back, the first and only thing that Took will see is Cup.
Cup, I know you're hungry, but please don't eat him.
Cup will ignore Holden's pleas. Cup does not hunger. He only waits. Caca. Meanwhile, back over here in the... whatever this is.
We'll figure it out, Coffee. If need be, we'll get you a crossbow. I think they only require one hand.
Oh, okay.
Good. And if you think you're that ineffective, I'll test you myself if need be. Come on. We gotta finish setting up camp, and I am very tired. And I need to rest. And we'll walk away.
Get it? Because he's old.
Hang on. I gotta get an octave deeper.
Oh, here we go.
Well. Just start to brush her snow off her shoulders. You gonna apologize to the rest of us? You gonna apologize to Jax? She says it loudly for everyone else to hear.
Jax will immediately look at Zu'el, expecting snacks.
I'm sorry you died, Jax, but I'm glad you're alive again.
Your apologies mean nothing if your hand does not possess snacks, is the look that Jax gives you.
Alright, hold on. Let me do this. Is that enough to notice that he wants a snack, Arcadum?
Yes, it's not that hard.
Okay.
The DC was 2.
Upon noticing this, Zu'el will begrudgingly pull out a ration and throw it up in the air for Jax to catch.
Jax will let it fall on the ground and maintain a dead stare, and then slowly, very cutely, his tongue will lip out of his maw and get the snack.
Her stance will loosen up.
You get the feeling that Jax will take your apology under advisement to the council, and he will start chewing happily on it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And don't talk to Kapheira like she's a child. She ain't no child. She's older than you are.
I'm not sure about that one. But I was speaking to her like an adult.
I thought he was a lot older than me.
Nope. We orcs, we die at 60.
I am well over 500, Moony.
Nope. You've been lying this whole time. I just didn't want to give it up.
You say so. Whatever you think, Moony.
Well, we're going to your tribe. Let's ask them, huh?
I need to do this. Okay, she just believes him.
Ah, shit. Looks at camera. Not another one.
Another old man really good at lying. Damn.
Hold on. Let me continue to do. Where is it at?
On a tie, nothing different happens. So I guess you believe him still.
Wait, if we're doing rollies, let me see what... I have a +1 on my charisma.
Unfortunate.
Oh my
the
god.
gods have decided Zu'el is 500. You don't get to
The gods have
say
decided
otherwise.
that he's 500.
Oh, believe what you want, Moony. I don't
A
care.
tiny twinge of doubt dances in Mooney's mind.
She's gonna ball up. Is there enough snow to make a snowball?
Yeah, it's mud ball, probably.
Oh. Jim, would it hurt someone to
No,
throw it?
no, it's just dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Oh. She'll make a mud ball.
Yeah, get him.
And she'll shout across, actually, at Thomas.
Hey, Thomas!
Oh, yes? How may I help you? It's
Little Rain want to play?
Oh! My goodness, that hasn't happened in some time. Little Raina, would you like to play? Oh, yes, very good. Oh, leave your scythe here, young lady. She'll put it down daintily, grab at her dress and skip.
She'll lob her mud ball at her.
As the mud ball comes flying towards little Reyna, she will look up to it, and it will smash her across the face.
Oh, what?
Rolling across the ground.
Oh, you were supposed to dodge it. Come on, let's do another one.
Little Reyna will then look dead in front of Boldrum.
Let me help. He picks her up, puts her on her feet, and dusts off her smock from the mud, and say, "There you go."
As you pick up little Reyna, she will leap into the air,
Oh,
right on top of Moony's face.
She'll roll around with her.
And start rolling around on the ground. Jax will immediately become jealous and bark loudly at the two of them.
She'll direct the rolling underneath him.
Nope. Time to get dirty. Whee!
I guess I'll finish setting up camp then.
Oh, I'm
You
so
already set
happy.
the tents up?
It's already set up, Master Zu'el.
Oh, where's the fire, Boldrum?
You know, as well as I feel about this, seeing little Reyna, I think I might cook.
You can cook?
Of course I can cook. I've been taking care of little Reyna for some time. He'll start picking some wild herbs. I've got a little bit of spice left over. Yes, I do.
Alright. How many of these do I have left? Where are we at?
But she doesn't eat.
Alright. So I will use a charge of the Masterwork camping kit for tea ceremony to reduce everybody's exposure by 1.
Does Rudy gonna drink tea again?
If she wants to drink tea.
Yes, garbage water.
It's not so bad, dear. Come on.
Oh, well, it's nice to have something warm in, as the weather's starting to get nippy up here, so.
Yeah, winter
Here,
is
you
coming.
want my tea, little Reyna? This stuff tastes gross. I bet you won't even notice.
She watches the... Is she a zombie or a skeleton?
We'll call him A. We'll call him B.
She'll watch some of the tea just as it goes down her mouth drip out of her throat.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too.
She'll take a little bit more drink, and it'll kind of splash on the ground, and Jax will start licking it up.
Oh, good boy.
Then Reyna will notice that, and kind of... And how would I describe a giggle from a little skeleton zombie girl? Probably like a... You know, and then she'll start drinking it.
You cut out, we couldn't hear it.
It's
so good.
It'd be like...
Moony will try to mimic it.
Yeah, and then she'll start drinking it, and it'll come down her spine, and then Jax will lick it. Morbid. Anyway.
Wait, don't let your dad see.
It sounds like one of the Aztec death whistles, you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Thomas will just start making some preparations. Oh, goody, goody, goody. It's been so long since I've cooked.
Well, what you cooking?
It's a Sandal Burns family recipe. You're welcome to assist if you'd like. Coffee?
Don't do that. Coffee does that, yeah.
I could certainly use your skills in the kitchen.
I can offer up some spices. I don't think my
Oh,
cooking
come!
skills will be
I
the
could use
same.
an extra hand.
He said it.
Oh, don't let that get you down. After all, I've cooked with all sorts of things getting in the way. See here. All right.
It just makes me wonder what you were fussing with.
Oh, here, and he will pull out his little traveling chef's bag.
Cute.
You see here, my little Reyna has very particular tastes. However, I will be making something that is universally enjoyed. It's called Yum Love. He'll start smashing potatoes with a rock, or tomatoes with a rock.
Okay, no. Please, for the love of all that is
Oh,
stone.
just watch, you'll understand.
I have tools.
Could you do me a favor and brown some of this indescript meat? He'll hand you a bag of meat.
I am horrified.
And then he'll start putting it together inside of this, like, stone bowl he's made. And he starts cracking it some more. Oh, yes!
Did you... How Was that in the bag?
Oh no, I created that with magic. Prestidigitation.
Oh, at least it's hygienic.
Oh, I should probably clean it. Prestidigitation.
Oh my god.
Good gods! Okay.
Jax will smell
Patience.
things.
Patience.
Right. And
Patience
so
is a
Thomas
virtue.
Thomas will make yum love, which is browned meat with pepper and salt and ketchup.
Nice.
And then
He make ketchup.
yeah, he's making ketchup.
Please do not oversalt it.
Oh, he definitely does. And then he throws a lot of black pepper in there. And then he mixes all that together. And then he says, and then we just eat it out of the same bowl. Come on over, little Raider, it's time. Yay!
Okay, you're
We will match her
adorable.
hype.
This works.
All right, let's see what you got here.
Ooh. Me second.
All right,
How big is this
Perhaps
bowl?
we could use the tack from the
He'll
rations
pour
to scoop it up.
He pours everybody some yum love in their bowls.
All right.
Okay.
It is just salt, pepper, meat, and ketchup.
Moony
That's-
fucking loves it.
That's all it is.
She licks the bowl.
Oh, Thomas is
no.
real good.
Oh no.
Oh, man, this ain't half bad.
I will go over here where no one can see me.
I love all that pepper.
Too spicy.
Salt.
You will see Thomas do a big smile. Oh, I almost forgot the best part. That nothing makes yum love go better than some of this. And he will pull out an old biscuit.
Oh.
Oh,
You just dip it in there.
oh yeah, dip it in the sauce. All right.
Moony mimics everything that Little Rain is doing.
Little Raina keeps eating the same piece of meat over and over again.
Okay, she no longer likes Little Raina.
Maybe don't copy that one.
She'll go after the dad instead. Just copy Thomas.
And she'll bite it, it'll fall on her plate. She'll pick it up, she'll bite it, it'll fall on her plate. She's keeping going like this. Oh, look at you go, little Raider! You've eaten the whole bowl! Meow! A quick aside to the stream. That is what my parents made for me growing up.
Oh.
That's a real thing.
Did you roll
That's
con saves
awesome.
when you ate it as a
I
child?
didn't, because that was good stuff.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty good.
Ketchup's
Was it doused in
expensive.
pepper?
Yeah.
Little
Salt,
salt
pepper,
is good.
salt, pepper, meat, ketchup. Hell yeah.
Ketchup instead of A1.
And nature's own sliced bread looks at camera.
Mhm.
Delicious.
Salt is not good.
Boldrum sneakily eats regular food.
He pulls out some crackers and jerky from his pocket.
That was disgusting.
After everybody's eaten their fill, Thomas will go, and now the best part. It works as camp fuel.
Second dinner?
What?
Throw it in the fire and it lights on fire. There we go. And the whole place starts to smell like smoked meat.
Oh, nice.
Legitimately contemplated giving it to Jax. Is immediately not going to do that now.
Well, that just smells real nice.
It does.
Little Raina will come and snuggle next to her father. He'll pat her on
Actually,
the
it
head.
does. I wonder if other things can smell this. That might be bad.
Bah, let them come. We'll eat them.
I
That's
don't
not
want
right.
to.
The warmth of the campfire, the sturdiness of the dwarvish walls, and the smell of meat roasting on the fire is able to fight away the biting cold and the falling snow. While it might not be the most comfortable of long rests, it is comfortable enough to stave off the rigors of your journey and the trials of combat. And as night comes, and your rest begins, You can feel yourselves growing stronger. Your minds sharper. You are all granted level 8.
Woo! Yay!
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 We did
My
it!
Corvon is first.
Whoop whoop!
Bro, I forgot Moody was at 15 HP.
Holy shit.
She was ready to
a close
rock.
fight.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cute. I'm at 9.
I'll just stay here at 5. No,
Oh.
Does any
With
of our
2
armor
exhaustion?
rating go back up?
What's up?
No.
Does any of our armor rating go back up? with all the
Only if you
special
actually
FPS stuff?
repair it, like if you spend supplies.
Oh,
Anyone
she
got
ain't
mending?
it. Yeah, she
Oh,
has.
but wait. Hold on, wait. I can help you with this movie. I think. Hold on, let me check my inventory real quick. Oh, yeah. Here. I got 2 oils of repair, and I learned
Please.
not to drink them in the last fight, so, you know,
Please save
whoever
those.
needs these, use those.
She'll lay out her her incredibly broken armor.
Yeah, see, mine's also pretty dinged up, and Boldrum, it looks like your shield's all dented in.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I think we should worry about it. What if we have to fight more things?
No. I am tired, brother. I am so tired.
No, we just woke up. We're level 8 now.
I'm tired of fighting.
I mean, so should we use these, or?
She'll poke her broken armor.
Well, I might as well not even wear this unless we're fixing it.
I mean, it would only fix it a little bit, though. Hmm.
She'll suck on one of her tusks.
Well, y'all should probably fix your stuff first. I ain't
You
trying
can
to
give it
brag.
to
I
me.
can take a hit better.
I mean, this is true. All right, I will lather myself up with one.
Oh, you gonna fix that shield? It don't look real good.
I've still got one more if
Hey.
you want it, or we can save it.
I don't need it.
All right.
How come?
He holds up, he draws the sword. This is good enough. I don't need more.
She'll blink slowly.
Ain't your whole thing like the whole reason we went and got that was so you could have a shield, right?
No.
I think he just wanted an arm. The shield was just a bonus.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry about
are we
it.
gonna sell it now?
Well,
I'm just gonna lay down here.
She'll lean closer to Coffee and whisper.
He
Needs
seems
to really
weird.
visit their peers. He does.
hopefully we can get Took's body restored and his life force returned to him.
Hey, it was really weird when Cup talked. We gonna talk about that. I didn't like that. I never heard him talk before. What was he talking about?
Oh, no, I heard him that one time.
Well, probably something to deal with the celestial
What?
gatherings of some kind. Oh yes,
What's
Cup,
that?
Cup is a celestial.
What's that?
It's
Moody,
like
Moody
an
know
angel.
about this?
You know
Like,
how
Coffee knows about
That
demons.
makes
It-
sense. Angels
it's-
have wings. Cup has wings.
it's the opposite of a demon. It's the good guys, kind of.
Well, where they been this whole time? They got a lot to answer for.
Yeah, good
Makes
question.
sense.
I wish I knew.
Where's Cup at? I want to ask him.
She'll look around.
I believe
He's
he's
sitting on Took.
I believe he's staring into Took's eyes.
Oh,
Yes.
well, I don't want to interrupt his his watch.
I made
I'll
sure he
ask when
wasn't going
Took's
to eat
back.
Took. But he
Yeah, I'll
seems
ask
to
when
be
Took's
okay
back.
just
I'll do
perched
that.
up there.
Duke gonna come back as
She'll do a single finger quote.
an even better good guy.
Who knows? Potent soul magic that is required to bring back the dead is something that isn't possible for everyone. You will see that Thomas's face drops pretty dramatically. There are those that are blessed with strong souls, and those are really the only ones that can face death and return. Others, his gaze will turn towards little Reyna, are not so fortunate.
What you talking about? How we know who's so strong?
Well, I will admit, it is something that I do not know much of. It is the edge of my knowledge. But during my research to revive little Reyna, I discovered quite a few old, archived, forbidden tomes describing the nature of the soul. And whilst I don't know why or even what it means, it seems that there are those that are blessed with potent souls. Those who can wield life's energy more efficiently, who cling to their bodies more easily, those that have greater potential. The tome did not say any more than that, but I suspect it is why, when I enacted the rituals within it, that little Reyna returned only as this. But despite her form, I could still see whispers within herself. Still see my daughter. It may not be the same as it was. We will make do.
She'll idly stroke one of Jax's paws.
Yeah, I already noticed what you were talking about. It's him, but it ain't him.
I dare say that Jax, whatever form he may be, well, he seems to be more himself than he isn't. And that is a good thing.
I'm glad he's back, but it's going to take me a bit to get used to it.
I understand completely. It took some time for me to grow used to Reyna as she is now. But she is still my little girl. As he looks down at her, you will see that Reyna is chewing on her finger, and then will look up and smile with sharpened teeth.
So when we gonna know if Tuke's soul strong enough? When we try to bring back?
I mean,
The only way
we already do that once.
The only way to know that for certain is to try.
That's true. Coffee brought him back.
Yeah, he came back once. He could probably do it again. Unless there's like a limit to these things.
I don't know. I would need the component, and that component is a diamond.
Well, it would definitely help with the war. The demons always come back. We can come back too, that'd help.
That is true.
We're gonna talk about all those demons down in that city. That was,
She'll look scared.
that was way more than I thought we were gonna find.
Same.
I mean,
It
I
explains why
expected to
they
find a lot
wanted
of
us
demons. There were a lot of demons.
I didn't expect to find an entire dwarven city, now a demon city.
It's more of their organization that I'm worried about,
Yep.
not so much their number.
I thought we were,
She'll push her two fists together so that they're hitting each other.
I thought we were about even. But looking at all that, they only need one hole and they're gonna win. We're all gonna die. And I don't wanna die.
Demons Deep needs to know about it, he says, looking up from the ground.
all the orcs need to know about hate. And I find it real suspicious orcs keep their word. I think something happened to them. I don't think they abandoned you, Zu'el.
Well, it's not just my tribe I was worried about, but it was all the tribes. And I agree.
Exactly.
It is very suspicious that none of them showed.
I think something's happening out there. But we've been in, here, the waste.
I mean, to be fair, stuff was happening in here too, so things are probably just bad all around.
I did get a feeling a while back that something big was coming. Maybe this was it. Still a lot of unknown questions that need to be answered. And hopefully I can find them.
Like the lab beneath the lake.
That's one of them.
Why all them dwarves they recognized the Black Hand? That was weird.
Well, that's just something I'm gonna have to ask the Black Hand when I get to his tower.
He close? Or she?
Uh,
Is it a he?
I don't know.
Oh. Is it close?
So you don't know if it's your father hands or your mother hands?
No, I don't. And it's probably a few weeks away. It's towards the center of the wastes.
Oh, it's back to Will
Oh,
Kid.
we just left there.
Patience.
I'm gonna go where Coffee goes.
Well, no decision needs to be made yet. But my plan is to go for the tower. If you wish to come, you've all proven yourself good enough to join me. If not, then we can just part our ways.
Moony will meet his eyes across the campfire, and she says it completely serious.
That's nice of you to say, Zu'el. But I should be honest, I don't know if you've proven yourself by me. You were supposed to be our chief. And I think you did an adequate job, but not a good one. So I agree, let's go to your tribe, see what's been going on. Then we'll make some decisions.
He'll kind of shift his eyes down when you say that. And he'll look back up towards you. I'm inclined to agree. I wasn't perfect. But
Look, it's hard to be. A lot of times no one asks to be a leader. It's hard making choices for other people. Sometimes things just go wrong.
You made the best with what you had, Master Zu'el. Everyone makes mistakes. That much is true. It's where you go from there.
speaking of which, what are you two planning on doing?
Getting the rest of you out of the waste, like I said. After that, who knows?
I don't know yet. Looking to serve something. Something other than myself. He looks at the tablet.
Does Holdan
Something.
have a... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was given a second chance by y'all, and I don't intend to squander it. So be it in your service or that of another, I will atone for what I have done to the people of Hykyo, and for breaking your trust.
Does Holdan have a hat or a helmet on?
Nah, just his mask.
She'll, since she's been like sitting behind him, she'll lean forward and loop her left arm around his neck and then give him a knuckle sandwich on the head.
Oh, Holden, I hope you stick around. I like you a lot.
Well, I appreciate that, Moony, but that's up to the others.
Nah, it's up to you. You decide what you want to do.
Well, I don't know yet. If it's not obvious, I've not really been good about thinking ahead of things.
I know that's why I like you. You a soldier like me.
Well, That's
Someone
also
else
the reason
points
we're
we
in this
kill.
mess. All the things that you might be upset about Zu'el for his leadership qualities, they're not Zu'el's fault, they're mine, Moony. If I didn't cause this, Zu'el would have never had to step up.
What you talking about when you made that sword?
That and everything leading up to this. Those were my decisions when I was, he shrugs, the leader of all of you at the time. Vale left
slowly.
to go do political business, and I had a group of people that I needed to lead and didn't know what to do with that. I made bad calls. I got you hurt back in that weird spore plague swamp in the Cursed Brothers. I got myself almost killed by whatever that egg baby was. We had to run back to Hykyo just to recoup from everything that happened there. Only for me to then turn around and cause all of this. Zu'el was dealt a bad hand and he did the best with what he had.
Brother, I was sent by my people to advise, to provide wisdom and guidance, and I led you astray. And for that I am sorry, to you in particular, brother.
But it's still not your fault, Boldrum. It's still a decision I chose to make. All of this
but
would
it
have
is both our
stopped
faults.
if I had not picked up the forge hammer.
He shakes his head. It is both, brother.
Well, I already forgave you too, Zu'el. As far as I'm concerned, that's on y'all to forgive yourselves.
Oh, hopefully one day I can. I thought when we finish this, things would be better. When the corrupted forge was defeated, I thought everything would go back to normal. And he takes a glance over at Jax. But I guess I was expecting too much. Being too hopeful. I guess no matter how hard I try, I can't make the world just go perfectly for everyone, even if I want it to.
We must always move forward, brother. We can't go back to the way things were.
Aye. And then he looks off towards the tent that Duke's in. And hopefully we can fix all of this and all move forward together.
We all contribute in our own ways towards a better tomorrow.
Well, if you don't wish to continue on adventuring, I can at least offer you one thing of my tribe could always use some master craftsmen. If you want to build something, you can start there at least.
I'll think on that for a bit.
Just stay away from the infernal steel.
Well, hopefully I never come across that stuff ever again.
Likewise.
He tries to brighten the mood a little bit, and she'll take one of the bolts of silk that they carried out from the city.
Well, I didn't pick up any shinies, but we got this nice silk. We could make somebody a dress.
She'll
nice
make a side eye over at little Reyna.
That's a Boldrum thing. I'm not really good with the fabric stuff. I'm good with metals and tools.
Looks at the silk, inspects it.
Oh,
she'll jump up. She's trying to cheer Bolt. She'll jump up and suddenly wrap him up.
Oh, look at you. You look real nice.
Come
on, what you do, Copy? Don't you look pretty?
He looks very tired.
Only a stitch away from PJs.
Oh,
she'll throw the bolt over his head next.
There, now you can't see.
Be careful. Try not to get too close to the fire with that.
Okay, that's true. Okay.
She'll pull it down so then it's a nice little scarf around his neck.
There you go, Boldrum. That's all yours.
She'll hand over the bolt, the whole bolt of it.
I'll see if I can do something for little Rada when we reach his tribe tomorrow.
I think she likes the color blue.
She'll look down a little Rana. Rat.
So blue's her
I'm back.
favorite. Welcome back.
We need confirmation on if Raina's favorite color is blue.
Raina's favorite color is white.
Oh.
Moony just suggested her favorite color was blue. What would her skeleton response be?
She would look up and go,
Oh.
She'll
I don't
look
think she
closer
likes
at
that
her
one.
current.
How about white? What about white with some blue? Okay, do that one, Boldrum.
All right. I'll see about making a white dress for little Raina.
She'll settle back down.
I'm real tired. I'll take the last wash.
Thomas will wake up. Oh, yes. Time for sleep, little Raina. He will tuck her in. And will lay next to her. Little Raina will lay there and stare straight up. She does not sleep because she is undead. But she will pretend to sleep to make Thomas feel bad.
I can take first watch. I'm used to it. I'll get some rest.
I'll take third. It'll be lonely without Took.
Moony will put her forehead onto Jax's forehead and put her orange eyeball right next to his green eyeball.
It won't be a while before I get used to that, boy. Let's go sleep, though.
Ruff.
I guess I'll take first watch. Or no, wait. Shadow said he was taking this. I'll take the
You said
last
what?
watch. I'll take fourth.
Fourth.
He will chuff. Alright. So, the party continues their watches, and they are uninterrupted. Alright, let's line up. Time
Yes!
for level 8!
Oh my god!
Hell yeah.
Put me in the fire.
Yes!
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm resistant
Here.
to fire damage.
Here's the big ball of fire in the sky.
Praise the sun!
Okay. Thomas will get up and continue his day as normal. Nothing special is happening for him. The rest of you,
No!
however...
What do you mean Thomas doesn't level? He went through so many boss fights in the Demon Waste.
Oh, you do what you can.
You should at least get level 9. Come on, Arcane.
No, I can't do that. No.
He actually just gets younger. That's how he levels up.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm 30. Great. I can't
Oh, wait,
wait to
you're
walk around with enough experience to think I know better, but not enough to know that I don't.
No, that's
Same.
21.
Yap. I'm 500 years old. Yap. All right.
Bro.
He is. The dice proved it.
Hold my hand, Zu'el. It's important to the ritual.
It's important for leveling up, Zu'el.
That's what I thought.
Hold hands begrudgingly.
Yes, because it's just as true as you being 500 years old, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I can't insight because I said I can't make any more insight checks against hand holding.
Yeah, because you failed like 9.
True.
Yeah.
At some point,
It's just here.
the brainwashing takes hold.
Yeah.
Brainwashing?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, what happened?
Brought to you by gaslighting. It's like lying.
It's like lying.
Okay.
What happens in Zyricus stays in Zyricus.
Alrighty, we're gonna start with you, Zu'el. Please roll for me hold on, let me open this.
I believe it's a dig 10 because I'm a pally boy.
It should be a D. But let me get everything open just to make sure everything's correct. Okay.
Yes!
Alright, Dark Crusader boy, you are 1d10. Yep, so roll 1d10, a minimum 6 for me, please. Hey,
Versus.
then the crowd goes mild.
Mm-hmm.
6. And this level you gain the ability Sacred Night. Would you like to tell all the people watching what that means?
I would. Let me pull it up here. So, I deal an additional 2d6 necrotic damage with my weapon attacks. Whenever I would deal radiant damage, I gain a bonus to my next source of necrotic damage equal to my total character level. And whenever I would deal necrotic damage, my next source of radiant damage heals me for half of the damage dealt.
Very nice, yes, very good.
Yes. I have been waiting a long time for that one.
Alright, and you... Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Feats?
What feats would you like to take?
Okay, I'm going to take the, I believe it's Amateur Specialist to give me a equipment trick as my general feat. And increase my strength by 1. So I'll go ahead and do that one now, so I have...
Already did.
Oh, okay. And then I will take Mounted Combat for
Yes!
my martial feat.
Yes!
And what's your equipment tricking?
I am going to put it into my armored robe.
Excellent.
Okay, and let me go get Mounted Combat. There you go. Go ahead and hit long rest on yourself.
Thank you, sir. Hey, put that exhaustion back down to 0, please and thank you.
Okay. Next up is, I think you're done there, Zu'el. Next up is Moony! Yay!
Yeah.
Alrighty, Moony.
Can you help me with what I roll?
Hey, I got you.
My con modifier per barbarian level after first. I don't know how that counts with Ravager.
Just roll roll space 1d12 min7. That's all you need to do. I'll handle the rest.
Oh, alright.
Clap! The Summer of the Universe! Okay.
Give me 100 HP. Come on.
Survey says... Pow! Ooh!
Almost!
So close. 3 more crits, you'll be there.
That's true.
Okay. Next up we have... Would you like to explain to the good people what you get this level, which is Body Broken?
Oh, I'm so excited! I always think of this as when you play Sniper. Whenever I make a crit hit, and they don't have AR from items, they have to make a con save, and if they fail, I pick a body part, and I do a condition based off of that. So I get to pick head, arm, leg, or torso, and I do a condition based off of critically hitting one of those. I'm very excited.
For chat's purposes, the head means that they're blinded for 1 round, arm means that they're weakened, leg means that they're slowed, and torso means they gain a point of exhaustion. It should be noted that this ability cannot be used on creatures that don't have those body parts. Like, you know...
Sphincter worm.
Worms, for example, do not have arms or legs. They do have heads and torsos, mostly. Alright. And in addition to that, at 8th level, you gain an advanced martial feat
Yes.
and a general feat. What would you like to choose?
I know I want Rip and Tear, because I want to continue her on her AR and SR shredding.
Rip and Tear, an excellent choice.
So instead of doing 2 AR, she'll go to doing 5 AR. Wait, our Prof modifier went up, didn't it?
No, that's
That's
9.
at 9.
No, not till 9.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
9. Okay, yeah. So
Not
5.
yet.
I'll reduce 5 AR per hit, which is juicy.
Big juice.
I did
And-
want to ask, this occurs even if no damage would normally be dealt. Is that if like their AR is higher than the damage I would do, it still reduces by 5? Is that
Yep,
what that means?
that's what that means. Or if, like, there was a negation or something, like an effect that negates damage, which there are
Or if
effects
it's
like
like-
that.
If it's immune to slashing, would I still do the AR subtraction?
Yes, you would.
Brilliant.
The big thing there is that helps you bypass the tower shield mastery.
I don't know what the Tower Shield Mastery is.
It negates the first attack that the creature would suffer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
My
So-
plan is just fuck up humans, apparently. We keep fighting things with natural AR.
Well, axes, Ravager, Horg, kill them. Just besides, demons use equipment, so. All right.
I didn't know I got a general feat, so I don't have that picked out. But I did want to ask, because we have to level up Jax. I have been assuming he gets something special now for having Hydra in there. And I always go for synergy. I'd like to know what that is and see if I can build with that.
That levels up on a different track that is not based off of Milestone.
Okay. So he doesn't get a, quote, level right now?
Well, he gets HP increase, but he doesn't get anything else.
Okay. How do I evolve him, then?
You'll have to discover that on your own.
Leaf Stone.
No, it's not Pokemon.
Oh my
Digimon.
God.
Okay. I'll figure out my journal feat. We'll do
Okay,
that
take your
right.
time. Take your time. It's fine.
How much HP did he get?
I'm rolling it now. Let's see.
This is his old character sheet,
100!
He gets 8 plus 2. It's a 10. So he gets 105.
Nice.
Boom. All right. Holden,
Yep.
it is time.
Yes.
Please roll for me.
D10 min 6.
1d10, minimum 6.
Aww.
Yeah. 6. At this level, you get Incredible Charge. Would you like to tell all the good people what that does?
Yes. At the beginning of combat, I may spend 1 point of glory. If I choose to do that, I may charge as initiative is rolled, move my entire movement and dash action distance, and may make my full number of attacks, which for Holden is 4, as if you had used the attack action at the end of the movement. The first attack that hits is an automatic critical hit. If I spend Legend on this ability, each time I deal damage with the ability, I can move an additional 10 feet, 20 if mounted, and I can attack again. This can trigger itself, but you may only target a creature once with this part of the ability. So, I am now a Horde Breaker. Send all the Trogs at me now. I will fight all of them in the first turn.
Okay. Next up we get is this progresses your martial. So what advanced martial feat would you like to take?
I am also taking Rip and Tear to start shredding through all the armor that's stopping me from hurting people.
Rip and tear, you say?
And also increasing my crit threshold by 1.
Whee! There you go. Rip and tear.
Is there a feat that allows him to ignore the haste buff from the Lust of Agamemnon?
Good one,
No.
Kate. Anyway, what's your general feat?
Tough.
A solid choice.
Very good.
Always good. Does that add automatically if I throw it on somebody?
Yes.
Okay. You go.
You're gonna be at 100 hit points even now.
He's at 92.
92.
Yeah, and then I can hit the long rest button.
Long rested up.
And then also, I do have a question specifically for Holden in this circumstance.
What's up?
So, when I use Glory and Legend for my features, you said it's a resource and it refills on long rest. Am I restricted from regaining this resource I have due to my current condition, or is it only gaining new Legend and Glory?
Gaining new.
Okay, so I would go back up to full after this long rest.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Alrighty, Boldrum, you're up next.
Hello.
Let's get your stuff together here. I need you to roll 1d10, minimum 6.
Yep, 6.
6 it is. Alright, this level you get Oil and Flux. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
Yes. With Oil and Flux, it allows you to take properties from your armor or items with the Forge Sworn property, which is typically a Warhammer or Heavy Shield that you attune with at the start of your day. And then you can apply those properties to people when you use the Battleforge ability. And I don't know the specifics if it's like all of the features or just one. That's stuff I'll have to ask later. And then in addition, you may repair the AR, armor rating, of all allies within 10 feet when you expend a charge fingersmithing kit. Very cool.
You choose a property and you give it to them for 1 minute.
Now, single property.
Yeah, it's not all of them at once. No, it's one property at a time.
That's fine. If you repair the AR of all allies, did you apply that one property to all of them? Assuming that you did Battleforge with Combat Engineer to expend a charge. Does that synergy exist?
No.
Okay.
That's not how that works.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
All right, let's see here. You can. I mean, they do stack, but it doesn't give them properties. It does let you repair everybody's AR when you trigger giving somebody a property. Yeah, that's that is supposed to work that way.
Yeah, just not AoE spreading properties.
No, you don't do that.
But that's why I'm asking. It's fine.
Okay. What is your mundane feat going to be?
Resilient Wisdom, following in Took's example.
Resilient Wisdom.
X-Rock and no master-crafted armors.
Wait, that's...
Or what?
Wait, that's your generic feat. What's your...
Yeah, you didn't say general feat?
No,
you said
mundane feat. What's your mundane feat?
My advanced mundane feat is Greater Forge Armaments.
Okay.
Yes!
Oh boy. Okay, looks good to me. Rocking and rolling. Go ahead and hit the long rest button and we'll move you on up there. Alrighty, it's coffee time.
Just let me know where you want me to start.
Well, I got you. Alright, roll me 1d8, minimum 5, please.
Got it. Let's see here. And summon. Go.
Hell yeah! Max roll, let's go.
Maximum roll.
At least one of us did it.
Still waiting for Padre Leche to show up out of the woodwork.
No.
Simon's awesome.
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
So at this level, you get Emergency Grace. Would you like to tell all the good people what that does?
Yes. So you may use your inspiration in response to an enemy attacking an ally. You may heal that ally with the amount of hit points equal to your charisma and wisdom modifiers. It pays to be a smartass. This is applied after the damage from the enemy is applied, so your ally doesn't fall.
Thumbs up.
That's pretty dope. I like that a bit.
So the cool thing about it is that you can use this to stop allies from losing turns, which is really nice. And it's another use of your inspiration ability that deals directly with healing. So it means that you can save up more spell slots, or just double down on the healing factor of it.
Mhm.
It's especially really good whenever you have an unexpected crit or some other crazy stuff like that happen.
Yes.
Would
Okay.
it block the incapacitation effect? So, like, if an enemy procs something off incapacitation, would that block that? Because they
So
don't.
the healing is applied after the damage from the enemy is applied, but it's done so before conditions are applied. So the idea is that if I walk up to somebody and they have 5 hit points and I deal 25 hit points of damage to them, they would go to 0, be healed, and then they're still standing.
Okay.
Inspiration is meant to block people from going down. And if you don't
Cool.
go down, then you don't get incapacitation, you don't get prone, you don't get any of that stuff.
Mhm.
It
Nice.
blocks those conditions.
Very nice.
It is very nice. Go ahead and hit long rest, please.
Copy that, boss.
What about 2? Oh, no, wait.
You're dead. You don't level up when you're dead, buddy.
He's not dead. He's just napping.
He'll be dead if we leave him here.
We're not going
We're not
to leave
leaving.
him here, Zu'el.
I was joking.
I have some questions. If y'all are done.
You need me for anything more, GM? Need to know the
You're
other
good.
shenanigans and stuff I'm doing? Okay. Do you want me to just do the adjustments on my own?
What about your feats?
Yeah, you can tell me your feats. I'll put them on your sheet for you.
Okay. So for my general feat, I'll be adding a +2 to my charisma.
Okay.
I will also be having for my magic feat, Lesser Divine Apotheosis.
Oh! Very good, very nice, yes.
I was also hoping to retrain my amateur feat, so that way I can get an additional +2 to my charisma
What
for
was
extra
your,
sassiness.
What was your amateur feat?
It's for my mess kit, so instead of doing the super duper meals, I'll only be able to do the basic meals for now.
Okay, amateur specialist, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can do that now?
Well, you can't instantly retrain, but I'm just gonna do it now because you guys have downtime coming, so it doesn't. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll fix mine later then.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. What was your question, Moony?
Okay, it's an odd question. I expect you to say no. Vehicle feats. There's the carriage guard,
Mm-hmm.
where you can't be dismounted.
Yeah.
Which, can I apply that to Jax?
Negative. You have to be on a carriage.
Okay.
You could attach a carriage to Jax.
I thought about it, and I don't think I'm going to do that.
You could also consider charioteer as well. That would be fucking sick.
I did consider it.
Yeah.
What would that give me? Because it just says maneuvers and weapons.
So chariots have special maneuvers and weapons that you can put on them. Specifically, they have vehicle weapons that you can implement in battle, which normally are very difficult to employ in a singular individual combat setting. So essentially, the chariot allows you to apply bladed wheels, spike wheels, and things like that, and maneuvers that let you do things such as drift, ramp, overwhelm, trample, stuff like that.
Can I do all those things while on Jax?
No.
I don't want it then. She's a Warg Rider. If I can't put spikes on Jax, I don't want it.
Oh, okay.
Warg Rider.
No spinning spike rims for Jax.
I know. Disappointing.
He doesn't have wheels! He's a dog!
He has paws!
Those
Put some
aren't
Heelys
wheels!
on those.
Those are
Put some
fucking
Heelys on.
wheels!
I could put
What
spikes
about
on
those
them.
ones
Do
with the little claw booties?
Do you want me to put roller skates on your dog?
Yes. Give him
Yeah.
Heelys.
He has
Give
a
him
snake
Heelys.
inside of him. He could totally drift.
Zoinks!
Oh my god.
Sweet stone. Why are we trying to get the dog to drift?
So that I could
Dog
be a
though.
charioteer on it. I could be an even more powerful Warg Rider. That's why.
Sick.
I'm gonna have to take a while to think about it. Because Greater Forged Jewelry is what I would have picked, but I gave up regular Forged Jewelry for the mounted combat, so I'm gonna have to think about it.
Take your time.
I might go with Ancient Rage again. Can I use the Advanced Mundane Feat? Can I use that for a racial?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure you can. Let me
It's
go
just
make
glasses,
sure.
but I could be mistaken.
Yeah.
Because I would really like to have Ancient Rage back. I had to give that one up too.
Oh, to get deep
You're-
passion.
You're looking for your general feat, right?
The way that I'm looking at this is Mundane Progression and Martial Progression. Advanced Martial Feat, Advanced Mundane Feat.
Well,
You only get the martial.
Yeah, you only get the martial, which you chose Rip and Tear. I thought you were choosing your general feat, and you can use your general feat for your racial feat, but you can take Ancient Rage.
Oh, okay.
You want to just take Ancient Rage?
Maybe.
That's a solid choice. You won't be angry?
Well, she's already
Be angry, girl.
I mean,
Be
really
angrier.
angry. I mean, like, whoa, dude. Yikes, kind of angry.
Mooney's Hulk.
I mean, you have Edgewalker and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ancient Rage is the shit.
I know, I had it! You ain't gotta be telling me about it.
I'm just helping!
You ain't helping? You pressuring. What's this peer pressure?
Okay.
Well, if we're peer pressuring here, smoke this cigarette.
Smoke. Smoke. Smoke.
Because I don't like any of the 3 barbarian feats, which is a sad face. And there's only 2 general feats. It kind of seems like the only choice is the racial feat.
Or you could just get an ASI and improve your strength.
That's true, that's
It's a
tempting.
+2 to strength. I mean, that's always useful. You know?
Be a stronger orc.
Does, what's the thing with heft and where all that shit matters? What's that
Strength and
shit
gun.
called?
Heft
She's
is
got a-
pure strength, vigor is your armor, and that's strength and constitution.
Yeah, what's the thing with barbarian where it matters? It's a thing.
Oh, you have. I don't remember what it's called. You have the thing where if you two-hand a weapon
This
and
shit.
your effective heft would be higher, you count the weapon as the heft of like your total or whatever.
Yeah, Pale Knuckles.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that one would go up from your +2 to strength from your ASI.
Yeah, because I'm 16 strength now if I go to 18. What does that do? I forget what heft does.
Heft deals with things like crush, cut, and hack. It increases that potency. And sometimes impale. And it also deals with other game mechanics that help bypass damage or deal additional damage. Like your what is it? Your smushinin would get more damage bypass. And your main weapon, which I believe is a halberd, correct?
Yep, I specifically have that one too.
Yeah. So that
I got
one,
hack and crush.
yeah. So that one would get like more bypass on shields.
Is it a +2? That goes an addition that goes through?
Yeah, because you wield it with 2 hands. So yeah.
It'll go up by 1.
That's a +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her
+1 to your strength
two-handed
overall.
bonus would go up by 2 because when you're two-handing, your heft is counted as double.
Yeah. Precisely. And as an orc, your heft is counted as 1 higher for the purposes of qualification.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because that's why I couldn't even use a halberd.
10 crush.
My advice, I think you'll like Ancient Rage more, if I'm completely
I think
honest.
I would too. That's just like raw numbers, and I'm not going to feel that as much.
I think the first time that I almost knock you unconscious, you orc ferocity, Ancient Rage, and kill the thing that was going to kill you, you're going to feel very cool. So.
Didn't she do that on the Elite Devastator?
Yes,
Yeah.
but only because, the damage worked out that way. Ancient Rage guarantees that effect. Unless I have some counter shit on the board.
Yeah, like making us re-roll.
Yeah, or, chastising it. Just turn it off.
Or just being immune to it entirely. Yeah.
Am I missing any other option?
I mean, there's tough.
Tough is tough.
Well, I'm just saying, tough is a good choice, always.
More HP.
It's not as sexy, but it is really dependable.
Yeah, especially for a barbarian.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, well, in that case, I just go with Ancient Rage.
Okay.
I think you'll just enjoy it more.
Are we able to make our own feats? Can I sit down and stare my dog in the eyes and come up with a unique feat for a war rider?
You can make your own advanced fighting style, right, Arcadum?
Stop.
Well, if you actually are asking me that question,
Yes.
both of those things are possible. They're not impossible. But they take an incredible amount of commitment in order to complete.
Okay.
It's a question of time.
That's what's on my mind with this orc tribe coming up.
Yeah.
Because I want something that is synergistic between the two of them. That's really what I want. These other things are good options, but it's not what I have in mind.
Yeah. Feats I'm super hesitant on. Fighting styles I'm a little bit more open to. As I designed the feats to be good and balanced with each other. And if I make it... So, real talk, if I make it too easy for people to just make a feat that works for their build, it's not going to be equalized. So I need to make sure that if I make any additions, that they are done so carefully. But it's not a no, it's a I'll have to see.
Okay. It adds time if I train out. Like, is it... Like, I would take Ancient Range if I have no other options available to me. If we get to this orc camp and I really sit down and think about what is it that I think would work best for the
You
two
don't
of
have
them.
to take your feed now.
Okay.
You can just wait.
I would like to wait.
We're moments away from you being in a downtime source. Plus, we have the break coming up and, shit like that. No worries. Anyway, alrighty. All your level ups are done for now. Congratulations. Welcome to level 8.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I mean, for that.
I feel good.
Now
Strong.
me and Moony both have triple-digit health.
No, I'm not there yet. She's at 97. The dog's at 105, though.
Oh, okay. Me and Jax have triple-digit.
So between the two of them, they have a lot of health.
Yes. Well, actually, that's not true. You say you have 95, but you have an effective 190.
Correct.
You're a barbarian.
Correct. That's why I looked at tough and said no thank you.
So between the three of us, we have like almost 500 HP. We got this.
What if we all just fused together? Become one giant boss?
Then we'd be Voltron.
Maybe in Took's stead, I could finish his experiments of creating the super orc and infuse our bodies together. Yeah, I could do that. Up, make us one.
What the fuck, dude?
What? What? What do you? What the fucking?
You got another spell slot. What's the
Make
problem?
us one.
What the hell?
Make us one.
I was just reminded of Coffee being in the boss fight and realizing she doesn't have any 4th level spell slots on her sheet. How stressful.
It got fixed. It got fixed.
I
don't have my new spells yet. I don't have my new spells
not-
yet.
Yeah,
think it's
you don't
fine.
you don't
Do
get to
that
learn
during
new
the downtime.
spells.
Lies. I have the best teacher. The teacher that is obsessed with hands.
I have the best spells.
I have the best spells. Nobody does spells as good as I do.
Don't put that on Thomas. Don't do that.
You put that
When
filth
I-
on Thomas.
When I cast spells, they're the best spells. I have people look at me, they go, wow, look at those spells.
Oh my god.
Please
I
stop.
hate how accurate that sounds. It's just so bad.
You know
It's
it.
so bad.
I know it. Everybody knows it.
Go back to say little bitch boy, please.
Take me to my village, Arcadum, please. Give me a
He needs his wife, man.
my wife.
My
Oh.
wife! Speaking of which, do you have fucking that token made?
Yeah, it's in our allies
Okay.
folder.
Alright.
It's in there.
At
You
least
can just
see
drag it
your
up and
wife.
drop it with the
I
others.
can't wait for Arcadum to roleplay Zu'el's wife.
I'm not.
Oh, my
yeah.
god, yeah.
Please do it.
If you thought Sky and Sotek got crazy, you just wait.
No. I will kill that character. I'm just kidding.
I
Send
will
me-
cast silence
Send me
so fast.
Send me backstory stuff on her.
Okay.
So I can review it while we're loading into the new map and everything.
She's a grade A baddie.
'Cause I was checking that and I didn't see anything about it.
She's such a badass, she can make him blush with a look. I don't know, man. Headcanon and speculation.
I don't know. What could it be? Alright. Alright, everybody ready? We can move on to the next bit here.
Yep.
Because I have osteoporosis.
What? Why is that a joke? Are we joking about
Because Zu'el
women's
is
health?
old. No. It's because it's been a joke since the beginning.
It's a
because
vine.
Zu'el is old, and it is a vine.
It's a vine. I have osteoporosis.
That's right, something for young children.
Yes.
Very fitting.
You trying to take a shot at me right now?
Yeah,
All right,
always.
well, okay. You got me.
Sassy.
Always.
I literally play make believe for a living. Yeah, I'm a big child. You got me.
He's hit with the latest tech. What do you mean?
Whatever happened to Vine?
Oh, it died. A painful death. TikTok said, how about no?
Actually,
Yes.
I
Vine was
think Vine was dead before TikTok came along.
It was.
I think so.
Yeah.
It went
just,
away and
you know,
people were sad, so someone's like, let me redo that, but worse.
Yeah.
I think the key there was like in Vine you only had 6 seconds.
No, it was unable to monetize. It couldn't make money.
Ah, that's
So
it.
everyone was just genuinely being funny and having a good time, and then it
The parent
became
company was Twitter.
cringe.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
There's the problem right there.
Uh-huh.
I did not know that. The more you know. G.I. Joe! Now, where did
Can it do the sound effect?
Where did I put you?
I don't have it.
There it is.
I have the eagle scream.
Let's do this one. Alright, be ready for some sick new fucking maps. It's time to map, Jesse.
I'm ready for some dick.
Okay.
I was on the bingo card.
Dick?
Moony flirting
Moony
with
getting
a
laid.
shade scar.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why is there a bingo card?
I made
I
it.
There's
don't
always a bingo
No,
card.
You made it? How-
he had
what?
to go and make it.
Is this like top secret? Why haven't I seen it?
Oh, it was definitely an embedded chat in one of the public
Oh, it's
VCs.
embedded. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
I
It's one of the
remember-
public VCs.
I remember when they used to do
Yep.
bingos.
I see nothing in the embedded chat. I feel
Well,
like
not our embedded chat. It was in the general chat.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
like the
It's
embedded
a VC.
main
Yeah,
VC
like a main
chat.
VC
Yeah.
or something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hidden.
One of them is
VC.
Moony gets laid. One was whether or not Two gets revived.
He's just napping.
It's 50-50 at this
Everyone's
point.
making a fuss.
He's just napping.
I give him a 50-50 at this point.
All right, and so the party begins the treacherous climb of the mountaintop, of the mountainside, up towards near the peaks where the Shade Scar tribe, can be found. We set this up. Let me do some.
Do the crit hit feats automatically apply the crit range, or do I need to manually do that?
You'd have to manually do that one.
Okay, okay.
I can only automate it so much. I'm sorry.
19.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun little thing I have to do, because I have to do it 2 times and redo one of them. Because I have to set my default to 19, and then have my storied strike, and then lower that down to 17 with the bonus range of 2, and make sure that that applies when it's active, and not when it's not active. It'll be a whole thing.
I forgot I have this.
Yeah, damn.
Moody Moon Orc.
Moody the Moon Orc.
Why didn't you use
That
that
is-
against Zu'el instead of a chair? Oh no, wait, no, he used the chair against you. Never mind. That was
No.
Yeah,
She used
yeah.
the chair against me. I smacked her in the face with a bloody
She
hand.
used 2
Oh, wait,
chairs, and
Yeah.
I think it was like a nat 1 on both of them.
Yes.
And then he crit you, and you got a health from it.
I got a scar from it.
Yeah, and then you almost bled out because you didn't patch yourself and kept trying to athletics check me.
Of course, she was angry.
Yeah, you was gonna pass
good
out. I was gonna let you
times.
pass out. It was gonna be great. And Coffee kept trying to get in my way.
Well,
I
Yeah,
told her,
Coffee
I got
dropped
this.
Get some help.
swords.
Jumanji.
She was flirting with us.
Listen, if I'm gonna flirt with you, I'll throw an apple at you.
So that's why you keep throwing mochis at us. Got it.
The mochis are enhanced. You're fine.
Yeah, it's enhanced flirting.
And so you climb for
It's
most.
literally everyone leaving the party. What the fuck, Ghaz?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, you climb the top. The Sonnet faces mountains, and then, as once again the sun dips low on the horizon, up ahead you can make out in the failing light lights, the sound of distant drums, closer and closer until you see it, and the freshly driven snow and the pines of the mountaintop. First piece of the war camp of the Shade Scar. And I'm loading you guys in. I always jam out to these drums, man. I love these drums. Said it was under the ally list?
Yeah. Where...
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Coffee's just like I told you last time. If someone slaps you, if an orc slaps you, just slap them back. Because they like you.
They really shouldn't be slapping me.
That's what they mean. Slap them.
Well, if you don't want to slap them, I'll slap them for you. They won't think they'll think you're kind of weak, but I'll do it for you.
Well, if they hit me, there might be a chance I might discharge.
Well, it ain't really a hit, see, it's just, just kind of like a, I think you soft skins would call it a love tap.
Oh. Oh no, that should be fine. I don't mind giving a love tap back, I suppose. I believe Zu'el did it on the forehead? Or am I supposed to go for the jaw?
Go for the jaw. The forehead is when you're trying to show that you're stronger than him. You know that you're older, wiser.
Just punch them in the shoulder.
That's the one.
Unless you meet one named Tool, just stock him right in the jaw as hard as you can. My brother.
Oh, you got a brother.
This is the part where I gently remind you that I only have one hand. If that breaks...
Is that why you left? I've been wondering this whole time why you left your tribe. I haven't decided if you left on your own, if they told you to leave.
No, I did it to go out and gain power for the Black Hand.
So you left your tribe for somebody else?
It's what everybody in my tribe does.
Okay.
Wait, what did...
Let me know when you're loaded.
What if everyone in your tribe leaves the tribe?
Yep.
How's the tribe still there?
What a good question, Holden.
I thought you said you were like the chosen one that had to leave.
Yes. The chosen of the Black Hand leave the tribe. Not everybody leaves all at once, Holden.
Okay.
I was marked to leave, so I left.
Yeah, that makes more sense now.
To leave.
By the father hands.
Points to the mark on his face. Yes, I was marked to leave.
Really, Thomas, I don't know what you see in
thought that
him.
was just a religious token. All right, that makes sense.
Kind of is.
Everyone loaded in?
Yes.
All right, before you can see the encampment rise up out of the snow drifts. The Shade Scar.
Oh, I'm real excited. I love seeing those. Come on, Coffee, let's go.
Don't let me go first, otherwise you'll alert the guard.
Well, hurry it up, old man.
Excuse me for not being
Carries
on the map.
Took with Boldrum.
Took should be on the back of Jax.
Mooney's on the back of Jax.
All right, when you get
She'll
to
romp the snow a bit.
when you get to about this point, Zu'el, you will hear a whistling, and as a javelin shucks into the earth right in front of you. Stop! Who goes there?
Zu'el Shade Scar.
Alright, you will see this individual approach.
Mooney gives a cheerful howl.
Shadescar? Zu'el? You're not dead!
Of course not. Why would I die?
We tried a couple times, it didn't take.
Oh, there's so many people that are gonna lose so much gold. Come in, come in!
Come on, Coffee, let's go.
Oh. I believe they call
Best
that
behaviors, all of you.
She ignores him and just goes after him.
They thought you were dead?
Oh, it has been a while.
How long?
A little bit longer than we've been adventuring together.
Alright, she will stand aside and will allow you to enter through the gate. As you enter through the gate, Zu'el, make me a perception check at advantage. Pretty much while you're here at home, all of your checks are going to be advantage, so just, you don't have to roll, you don't have to check with me.
Alright, perception advantage.
Alright, you will see that there are quite a few less orcs than the last time that you left. Many of the homes do not have hearth fires being lit and seem unoccupied. You'll watch the Daemon Hunter lean on her spear, javelins at the ready, as she looks out past you, keeping a constant vigil.
Is Marina here?
Your wife? She's in the back. She's tending to some wounded.
Good. Come on, all. Let's get going. It'll give a nod. Give a nod as he walks by.
Well, if it ain't old Julie boy.
Oh,
no. See, I always knew you was gonna come back. As everybody thought, oh, you gonna die. Not me. Nope. Not me. Put her there, old timer.
Die a little bit.
Go on, Zu'el boy. Put her
Shakes his
there.
hand.
And he'll shake your hand. He'll lean in. Just so you know, she's pissed. Oh, you know, because good luck with that. Maybe I'll get my gold back after all.
We'll see. She hasn't
Moony
killed
full
me yet.
Smiles. All of her teeth are on display. She's delighted.
See, Coffee, I told you. He puts on such a front.
Oh, where are my manners? He'll come strolling up to Holdan.
Hi.
Greetings to you, you little slice of meat.
Hey, how's it going? You a friend of Zu'el's?
I am. They call me Pucker. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Pucker. My name's Holdan.
So, you traveling with Zu'el here?
Aye. Been
That's
doing so
great.
for a long while.
You look like you could handle yourself in a fight.
I've been known to throw a few picks at people.
Oh, yeah? Maybe after you get done talking to the boss lady, you and me can have a bit of a good time. Sound good?
Oh, you're saying you want to scrap?
Oh, yeah. We're gonna scrap real good.
Holden!
What?
Only wants to have sex with you.
Wait.
I mean, yeah, afterwards, obviously.
Wait, so you don't want to fight?
Well, we fight first. Then, once we're nice and warmed up, I like them small.
All right, Pucker.
Sorry.
That's enough.
Yes, I'm sorry,
let's
Mr.
go.
Pucker, but I don't think I'd be interested in that just yet.
I understand. Long trip. Well, whenever you want a test sausage, come find me. Ooh, this rock looks somewhat like a man.
Oh, I like him, Zu'el boy.
Hand to face. Come on.
Is it obvious to Moony? Is it obvious to everybody that there's a lot of missing people?
Yes.
We will just have to guard.
More so to the orcs than the others.
What would she? It's not like miss. What would she call?
Just warrior. It's fine.
Hey, warrior. Where everybody at?
She'll look up. Lost a lot of people we have. Tribe's been suffering.
Something happening? Something new, out of the ordinary?
Well, if it ain't the demons, it's these hooded fellas coming up through here. Had to take care of a few of them using demonic magic, and then we even had some of these guys wearing brass come up through here.
A lot of visitors, huh?
Yeah, not all of them for the best.
Well, I don't like that.
Last raid really took a lot out of us. Apparently there was a breach in the wall, and some of them made it up through the mountains. Attacked us in the middle of the night. Lost me
Where
brother
they go?
and me father.
Y'all just stop on the way, they're going somewhere else.
They ain't going nowhere anymore. She'll smile.
Good. You find anything out? What were they doing?
Don't know. There's a really big flock of them, though. kept screaming about some Agamenes or something like that.
She looks serious.
Well, Zu'el, let's go ask the chief here. I'm guessing that's your wife.
Oh, clutches fist when he hears her mention Agamemnon. But he'll suppress it as he darts his eyes away from Boldrum. Let's get going. We can talk later.
Come on, coffee stick loose.
You look like a nice piece of stone. I could get to know. Okay, I'm gonna leave him alone. Alright, you will see this guy come walking out. You have some nerve coming back here.
Who said that?
You'll see this guy looking at you.
Ooh, look at those eyebrows.
Zu'el, you will recognize a youngling who was still a child when you left. He is not anymore.
How tall is he?
He's 6 foot.
Okay, so just a little bit shorter than Zu'el. He'll look down at him a little bit. You got something to say, boy?
Yeah. What took you so fucking long?
Well, looks down at party. Some of them have short legs.
It's been all these times with these soft skins instead of protecting your own.
I went out for the Black Hand.
Yeah,
I came back
for another reason, huh?
No. I was gone until I got what I needed.
Yeah, maybe you should go talk to your wife about it.
Oh, I intend to do that and more.
Well, then go on. You got long legs, use them.
Turn away and start going on.
Spit at the ground as you walk away.
Winnie will give him a cheerful...
Hey, you look great. Nice muscles.
He'll blush a little.
But I keep pretty
he
good
wasn't
pace with all of you
He
when we're
wasn't
traveling.
expecting that. He blushes a little bit.
I'm good at cardio. I can keep up with you all.
All right. Coming out of this tent, you will see this woman approach the fire. You notice that she is covered in blood and looks quite tired.
Oh, copy, that's a shaman.
I just noticed that she has the Mew face. Oh god.
Now you can't unsee it now.
Yeah, can't see it now.
The what face?
The Mew face.
Mew face.
The Sigma face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for putting that in my head, okay?
Yep. Now you all are cursed with it now. Can't unsee it.
That's Jim's future wife.
Alright, you will see as she comes out, you will recognize another youngling. Perhaps a bit too young to be in the role of one of the shamans. She will look up. Hey, is that you, Zu'el?
It is, lass. Are you alright? You look a little beat up.
It's just fine. Many wounded. The chief is inside. She'll want to talk to you.
I can only imagine what about.
Okay.
I have a few words for her as well.
And then you will hear the tent flaps open.
Moony settles in for a good time, right next to Coffee, to gossip incredibly hard.
Oh, hold on. Let me just drop this real quick. I was trying to make it look like Coffee was shorter, but I failed. Sorry.
As you will see this individual exit the tent.
So, when she walks out and Zu'el sees her, you'll kind of see his facial expression for like the first time relax and an actual real smile creep up on his face.
Okay, you will hear her come out, and she will be talking to this shaman, and will say, Gerelda, be sure to get more... Oh, I thought I smelled disappointment.
Marina.
It's good to see that you're back.
It's good to be back.
Good. Did you find what you were looking for?
Mostly.
She'll kind of rest her hands on her hips as she looks you up and down. You look like shit.
Well, we did fight that big-ass construct demon that Coffee told you about.
Indeed.
I was hoping to see you there, but neither you nor the other tribes had shown up. What happened?
What are you talking about?
Did you...
We were not... How soon did you expect us to be there?
We sent it to you days before.
It takes longer than that to mobilize and move down the mountain.
Regardless, were there any other orc tribes that had shown up or tried to come through?
No.
With the Black Teeth?
They're not supposed to be here yet. We were waiting on all of us to mobilize before we went to aid you. And now for this whole thing, what did you do that they can't do? I'm gonna see if you can figure it out for an inspiration, Zu'el. What's one thing that you did? What's one special thing that you did?
We took the tram. Like, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and which is faster? The tram or walking?
I know that the tram is a lot faster.
And yet you expected them to be there at the same time.
Yeah, but we were a few days behind the construct before, and we still rode the tram and just barely caught up. So I don't know.
Yes, and then why would the rest of them have caught up? Like
they were already on this side.
These people were, not everyone else you sent to meet up with them.
Oh, very well, yeah.
it's like
I'll take my second inspiration.
You've been fucking complaining about this whole time, and it's like, do you not understand how movement works? Like, they're not gonna be there in time. Anyway, she will continue. Well, regardless of your lack of understanding of timing, it would not have mattered either way. We were accosted by several demons in the night. I've just spent the better part of 2 days with my hands deep in our kinsmen. I will not sugarcoat it. We've lost many. Too many. I fear the tribe's survival.
Well, he'll kind of look around and see, like, the lack of people, like, hit him a little bit harder. Well, regardless, the Black Hand will provide. We will do what we need and do what we must. We'll get through like we always do.
I do not think that is to be the case this time. Still,
what?
You are here. Perhaps we can at least do something. For those of you in the back, while they're talking, make me a perception check, please.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay.
You will notice that Thomas is fucking seething watching this lady talk to Zu'el.
Thomas, it's okay. It's his wife. It's okay, Thomas.
Upon being told that it is his wife, he will frown even further.
He didn't tell you he was married, did
The
he?
snow melting around Thomas.
You know what, Thomas? I think you should go in there. You tell him exactly how you feel. And how he led you on.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Moony rubs her hands together like.
Marina will continue. We will talk of that another time. You have arrived, and you do not look worse for wear. Is that a corpse on that warg?
Yes. That is something that well, I guess we were hoping you could help amend. He died fighting the construct. Ripped in half, but I know you are a strong healer, so maybe you could do something.
I shall see what I can do. But I am loath to assist a stranger when so many of our kinsmen bleed into the ground. If I help him, I will have to use our resources for it. Many of our kinsmen may not make it through the night if I were to do so. Are you sure this is what you want?
I can help them, if you don't mind.
It's not about...
She will look over your shoulder, Zu'el, at the one speaking up. You are a healer, then?
Yes, I just don't have the resources to revive our friend here. But I can tend to wounds, bleeding, broken bones, things of that nature.
Romelda, take the stranger and see what she can do. As you wish, Chief.
Moony will speak up at this point.
Well, since Zu'el ain't gonna introduce us, hey, Chief, my name's Moony. This here's Coffee. I'm sorry to hear that you've been hit hard. We'll help if we can.
Greetings and salutations. And yes, this one is not very good at social interaction. You are all welcomed guests of the Shadescar, for as long as you remain useful.
She'll hop off Jax.
Thanks, Chief. Nice to hear. Where should I put the ash skin?
The what skin?
Ash.
The dead one.
Oh, right. The ash skin. I was like, who did you skin? I was like, no, this one. Place him here before the fire.
Okie dokie.
Well,
Alright. Do you follow the other shaman, Coffee?
Thomas, do you want to come with me?
No, I do not.
Please be good.
well,
Please.
Thomas
I guess
will stand next to Jax and pet him.
I guess to finish the introductions, the dwarf is named Boldrum Blackstone.
Charmed.
The orc is... The blue skin is Moony. The short one is Holdan.
Aye.
And, the old man is Thomas, another follower of the hand.
She'll nod
to Reyna.
She'll nod at Thomas. And then Thomas will simply say,
A pleasure to meet you, I'm sure.
Damn.
Zu'el, you forgot Reyna.
Oh, and his, undead daughter.
Marina
Reyna.
will move to grab her greatsword on her back.
Hey,
Wait,
no.
no. It's fine.
Those next to Thomas will hear softly,
I wish a bitch would.
What was that?
Reyna, despite herself, will give a little bow.
Didn't hear that.
Marina will raise an eyebrow. You are in the company of the dead? Yes, you do have a lot of explaining to do. Bring the Ashkin and place him here. Alright.
Moony sets him down.
What is this animal? Cup will then look up. You there! Speaking with his celestial voice.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Wielder of the shamantic arts! You shall see this warrior restored, and great blessing shall be upon you. Zu'el, what the fuck is this? I am not the fuck. I am Cup.
The cup.
Behold my continents. And he will open his tiny wings.
I'm getting major Mulan vibes.
Yeah. I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible moose.
Travel size.
Travel size for your convenience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
It's the fool's familiar. I can't tell you much beyond that.
He gonna help us with them demons.
Indeed, restore my holy conduit, and you shall have a weapon beyond comprehension against daemonkind.
He's an expert in them.
Indeed.
Was an expert.
My wisdom is beyond redoubt. He'll open his wings again.
I believe that.
Fine. Whatever.
Thanks, Chief.
You'll then pull out a little pouch, and you will see that there's diamond dust inside of it. You'll kind of spread it out, and then she'll start to inspect
When he steps back.
Duke's wounds. And Gratelda will go back to dealing with the dead. As Coffee follows her on the inside, make me a perception check.
$18.
Okay, as you take a look around, you will see that even though you knew what to expect walking in, it still overwhelms you. In this tent, there are about 20 orc warriors, each of them stacked neatly but crampedly together. They are suffering from many wounds, from scars to burns to bruises, crushes, bones crushed, carnage. The fact that many of them are still alive is astounding, and a tribute to the art of the shaman and the tenacity of the orc. Telda will roll her hair up into a bun, pull up her sleeves, and immediately start healing and repairing the damage. Start whatever you want.
Are they all within 30 feet?
Yeah, you don't have to use abilities, you just help. It's fine.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to kind of take up a stone, pray, and use Song of Rest to
that's fine.
kind of bolster them, so that way I could try to work one-handed from there.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Meanwhile, out of the cool tent and into this cool fire. Restoring this one's body will be difficult. We do not know if his soul will come back to it. We'll take all the diamond dust that I possess. It will mean that the other orcs cannot be brought back. Are you sure this is what you want, husband? To answer Mooney's question, Marina will look and will say, this diamond dust can restore those that have been lost, but yet still intact in their bodies. I presume 5 or so? But to restore this one, will take all that I possess in order to do so. It is beyond worth it, I assure you. This
I meant
one's
how many
purpose.
have you lost?
Answer the question. Marina will raise an eyebrow and look down towards Cup, and then will say, at least half.
She'll narrow her eyes.
Hey, I think I'm better used on the perimeter. I'm gonna go see if I can help. Y'all got this.
Yes.
She's gonna head off and try to help if they lost half and it's recent to the point where they're healing them. She's gonna help keep watch.
Okay.
She is suspicious.
Hey there, little Miss Moon Orc.
Hey, I got a job to do. You gonna help? We gotta keep watch.
Oh yeah, I like watching. He watches. Okay.
Ain't no time for kissing.
This ain't the time for kissing. Marina will look up. Well, husband?
He's a fool and an idiot, but he is very capable when it comes to demons. I think it'll be worth it.
He's the best. The best that I know.
Let's not go that far, Boldrum. But he is very good at what he does. And I do
the
owe
best.
You best be getting her shit together. Slowly, Thomas will quietly whisper to himself.
Nah, still don't hear it.
Very well, husband. You'll then take the diamond dust. Cup will fly out of the way, and you will hear him go, yes. Yes. Yes! He'll start cawing. Could you please silence that bird? Cup will shut up.
Oh, here. There's food in front of him. Eat that.
I accept your tribute.
There we go.
Alright, Marina will then take the dust into her hand and slowly begin to sprinkle it atop Took's two halves. And then she will start to dance around his body. Foots fall, magic courses, and she will hold up a strange-looking totem. Totem bearing a piece of flesh from each of the elders of the Shade Scar chiefdoms. And through it, she will begin to cast a spell. Oh boy. And expending the diamond dust, Marina will finish her spell. Light will begin to course through Took's body. His two halves slowly beginning to seal. Cup will gulp down his food and will go, yes. Yes. Yes!
Box Cup on the head. Silence.
As the magic continues its dark work, good work.
Dark
start
work.
to slowly seal Took, and then boom.
Just starts spazzing out.
Took. Open your eyes.
Where is it?
Oh,
is
she
is
did
it
it.
still alive?
No.
No, Took.
Be still.
What happened? Did we kill
You're
it?
alive.
Yes, we failed the beast, but you died again.
Oh,
What?
good. She can res the dead. Look at that little ring.
Again? Ugh.
Well, you kind of did rush in there on your own, trying to throw an alchemist fire down its belly, and it bit back.
Silence!
I saw an opportunity. I had to take it.
Cup will hop up on top of your chest and will look you deep in the eyes, Took.
Yes!
No kiss.
What? Cup.
The time has come! And light will shine from Cup's eyes into Took's eyes.
What are you doing to him?
It is time for his purpose to be made manifest!
What?
Oh! He will start screaming in Took's face.
What is that infernal racket?
Also, Took, by the way, your bird can talk, if it wasn't obvious
What?
at this point.
What the hell is... Oh! Alright, and with that, light will start to flow all around Took, and Cup will take on a different form.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
I hope the eyes are just as big.
Hell yeah.
Smaller body, bigger eyes.
Bigger eyes. Yes.
It's just a beholder, an angelic beholder.
Seeing Cup start to morph, I'll back up a little bit.
It's
And, like,
digivolving.
go stand beside my
I mean,
wife.
that's basically a biblically accurate angel, the beholder. 50 billion eyes.
Cup becomes chalice.
Chalice.
Enchantment.
No, that's sand.
No, Cup becomes mug.
Mug. Hell yeah.
I mean, Cup just mugged Marina of all her dynamite dust.
It's true.
I've been waiting for this reveal for a while. I'm so fucking hyped, dude.
Hell yes.
Now Took owes me diamond dust. Good.
Yes. Okay. I have to transform Cup now. Be right back.
Ooh.
Matches B button. Ha!
No!
Oh my god.
This calls for a music change.
I'm scared now. I don't like this
Praise.
music, Arcadum.
I'm excited.
Praise the cup.
Start of this activated my halotism. And then I
Yeah.
realized it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is Master Took's familiar. It has to be good.
Finally, I get to do the fucking angel side of shit.
Oh.
Okay. And you will see that Cup will transform from Cup to Kuprakal, the advent of Elysium.
God
Oh,
damn.
damn.
Shit.
Looks so cool.
Rise and be recognized. As
He
Cup
stands
will
up.
float magically in the air before you, Marina will move her hand to her greatsword. You will see the owl-like head of Kuprakal move and look towards Marina and state, "There is no need. No harm shall befall you. Be not afraid." And then its head will turn back to Took. "You, Took Noren, I have watched you, observed you, judged you. Your service towards the axiom of good, your terrible tenacity towards that of demonkind, and your sacrifice before terrible odds have shown you to be worthy of my true form, and indeed the call of Elysium. There are secrets within this land, long since sealed by the efforts of the Mad Wizard. The presence of Elysium, long since denied by the corrupted faith of the Church of Light and the demonic presence placed within this place. Long have the true forces of good and evil been denied their pertinence, their dominion. And now, as our Babylonian counterparts make a vie for power, the Pantheon's Black seek the succor of a new land to claim, we shall not allow it. The presence of the Grey and the dominion of their servants have opened the way, and now a proper vessel has been selected. I am Kuprakal, Advent of Elysium, and more specifically, a servant to Glory himself. I speak on behalf of my lord, that you have proven yourself worthy of greater might and higher purpose, should you choose to accept it.
How? Me worthy?
Indeed.
Am I truly?
Your actions speak louder than any word. But when the time came, you sought knowledge. You pressed yourself into your service. You resisted the calls of corruption, as Kuprakal's eyes, for a brief moment, linger upon Boldrum. And when it called for it, you were not afraid to lay down your life for glory. And so now you shall be granted a proper reward. I will not deceive you. A reward it is, but a burden it will be. A war is coming that will decide the fate of this continent, this realm. Already, its mortal verse has begun, but soon the chorus, the choir of the outsiders shall join it. And a symphony of destruction shall depend upon this entire plane. We must be assured that it is light that wins the day.
If I can deny the demon's objectives, then yes, I will take on any burden.
Good. I am glad to hear it. The first of many tasks will be made ready. But first, rest your body. Prepare your mind. And when you are ready, I shall show you the path to glory. To any of you, as Kuprakal will speak, looking towards the rest of the party members.
Is it loud enough that Moony would be hearing the commotion?
Yeah, it's he's not being quiet.
She'd come back. This sounds important.
Oh! Wow!
And it will continue. To any of you, the same invitation is given. You fought alongside the worthy one. If it is redemption, purpose, or glory that you seek, walk the path of true light. If not, then you have my thanks for assisting. He will then turn his full attention back upon Took. It has been decided. Your soul has been selected. You shall be a bearer of glory, a banner of light. Elysium calls. We expect you to answer. Make your choice.
I accept.
Good. I shall deliver thy message. I will return in a few days' time.
Of course.
And with that, Kuprakal will open his wings.
Hey, can I ask a question?
He will look towards you. Speak!
Where y'all been? There's hundreds, thousands of demons down there. Where y'all been?
Sealed. The false faith created by the mad wizard has kept us from taking our place as the natural opposition. This continent's ley lines are broken. Its balance upended. Evil must be balanced with good. And now is the time. The reckoning is finally upon us.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Okay.
And with that, Cooper Call will open his wings and will turn into pure light.
Oh.
And as he does so, Took will feel strength welled up within him, released all at once. Congratulations, Took! You are now level 8.
Oh, yeah.
In addition, I have wonderful news.
Yeah.
You gained something else for your sacrifice.
For myself. Oh.
Yes. First, we will handle your level 8.
Okay.
Roll 1d10, minimum 6, please.
Of course.
It is what it
It
is.
can be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Alright, this level you gain the ability Eureka. Would you like to explain that to the good people?
Yeah. After a long rest, I can roll 3 d20s. If I do, I can store those rolls, and I can replace one of my d20 rolls with the result of the rolls that I made. And I can use them at any time. And these stored dice fade whenever I begin a long rest.
Cool, you
And
get
since
4. That's awesome.
Yeah. And since I possess the primeval awareness already, I can instead use the d20s on the enemy rolls as well as myself.
Baller.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Force him to get a natural one.
Alright, you also progress mundane to you get your advanced mundane feat. So, what would you like your feats to be?
I don't get advanced mundane feat. I get the third, the normal, the base mundane, which is
okay,
heavy
just
armor.
Martial.
Wait. Oh,
He was Martial
right.
Wanderer.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Martial
Yeah.
Wanderer. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you get the normal one then.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot you were the setup. Oakley Dogley. I do not think it took your HP. What was your base HP, Duke?
My base, as in when I was level 7?
Yeah.
48.
Yeah, I did not do your HP right. Let me just.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Let me do this properly. Okay, go ahead and heal yourself with a long rest.
I also get to have a general, right?
Yeah, you get to choose that.
Hell yeah. And for that, I want to get... Here it is. Amateur apostate.
You may
What's that
want
do, Pat?
you may want to wait on that.
Okay. I'll
In fact, I wouldn't make any other decisions because let me tell you what else you get. So Cooper Call finally reached. So essentially, you've been in a trial, a hidden trial this whole time, in which Cup has observed your actions, and your sacrifice in the Engine of Woe fight was the last piece you needed to reveal Cooper Call's true nature. As an Advent of Elysium, you have been granted a special feat called Chosen of Glory. So, Chosen of Glory works like this. If you are a paladin, you may choose any prestige class. Or, if you are not a paladin, you may choose any prestige class that a paladin could take. You might want to hold off on the amateur apostate.
Yeah. So is it any prestige? As in like a feat for?
No. Listen. No. If you are a paladin, you can choose any prestige class that is not an evil one, like, aberrant mage or something.
Yeah.
If you're not a paladin, which means if you stay ranger, you can choose any prestige class that a paladin could take. So basically any of them that aren't evil.
What are his options for that?
Yes,
Is it just Avenger and Dark Crusader, or is there something else?
No, it's all of them that a paladin could take. So that means any of the magic ones that are not the evil ones, like Portal Sworn, Aberrant Mage, stuff like that.
So wait, I get like a... Are you saying I get to have like a second prestige class?
No. You ignore the prerequisites for them.
Oh, that means I could retrain into it.
Yeah, you basically get a rebuild.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Has to be prestige. That a paladin. Okay.
Paladin's magic martial, right?
Martial magic.
Yes.
Okay. And what was Ranger? Mundane Wonder?
Martial Wander.
Martial Wonder, okay.
And I get to keep my base class, right? I can just choose...
No. All it does is change your parameter qualifications.
Oh.
If you are a paladin, so that means if you retrained ranger into paladin, you can take any prestige class, except the evil ones. If you're not a paladin, so like if you stayed ranger, you could take any prestige class that a paladin could. So like ones that require the magic roll, for example, except the evil ones.
So if you wanted to stay practitioner, you could be a paladin practitioner.
You could.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
You could
do that. I want to still keep the practitioner.
You can go around smiting people, baby.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to
give it a lot of thought. It's a pretty big character change. But yes, that is what your reward is for completing Cup storyline.
Nice.
A chosen of glory.
I have to ask, since there's like the faction classes for the power of Agamemnon to the opposing force, is there a unique faction for Elysium for him?
Kind of. It's a foreigner faction, so it's the White Pantheon. There are no feats that he can take from there.
Okay.
As the ley lines here would not allow him to use them.
Ah, gotcha.
So instead, I gave him a feat that lets him break the rules.
Nice.
Ooh, Star Weaver would be dope.
Yeah, lots of choices there. Take your time, have a good time, making your character. To be clear, upon taking this feat, your rebuild is instant, so you don't have to spend time in game to do it.
Okay, this is represented as gaining the power. I guess power from
Cup.
From Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's not okay.
So you don't have to spend time retraining. So.
Yeah.
The retraining.
Yeah, no, because the way
because
the way I'm like looking at it is that it's gonna like ignore Took's I guess you could say weakness. So yeah, I'm gonna take a lot of time.
Yeah, take your time, and you don't have to do any of this, but it is you could
I'm
if you
so
want.
excited for you, Taz.
Hell yeah!
You earned it.
This is awesome.
It's gonna be dope if you go paladin, or if you become a ranger prestige class with magic. Oh, because hasn't that been your thing this whole time, Took doing magic?
That's that is
too,
true. Guys. And he could have magic plus having practitioner. You could just do all the things.
The really cool thing is being able to smite on a fucking bomb that you.
Yup. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because technically
AoE
you can do that.
AoE
I could
smite.
smite on a bomb. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
On a holy bomb.
Yeah.
Holy
Hell
hand
yeah.
grenades.
Quite literally a
Holy
holy
blue
hand
fire
grenade.
grenades.
A
Hell
holy
yeah.
hand
Yeah.
grenade.
Love it. I'm excited for
Holy
it.
hell.
That's cool.
Yeah. So take your time, really think about it. You know, obviously play to what you want, but that is your reward, and also your level 8. So.
Is there a way to filter the wiki by the magic prestige classes?
Click on regionals.
Regionals? Okay. Oh, very nice. Thank you.
And then just Control F magic roll, because I don't think you can actually like filter like up and down like A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would be so sick to smite a bomb. So
You have so much to think about, Taz. Wow.
yeah, it's a pretty big one.
So I don't want to like
Okay.
erase two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
This is all up to you. You don't have to do anything, but this is
Yeah.
just the reward. Speaking of which, I think we should go out of character for a second here and like discuss practical stuff about what you guys are going to do next. So, and I'm bringing this up just so that you guys have time to think about it. So Cooper Call is going to return in just a couple of days, and we'll have new orders. So there are multiple storylines that are available here. You can help the orcs. You can do Black Hand stuff if you want. I saw you guys talking about that. Or you can follow the Advent of Elysium storyline, which is essentially you get to, for the White Pantheon, go into tier content and start reconquering some of start undoing some of the damage that Tyr has done through the eyes of the White Pantheon.
Hell yeah.
So-
You're interested in that, right, Taz?
So
Because
there's
you wanted
that.
to go back to the vault and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is that smushing demons or is that going somewhere else?
That's doing both of those things.
Okay.
I mean, there will probably be less demons and more other shit, but demons will
Aberration
certainly
stuff.
be
Worse than demons.
demons will certainly be on the menu. I mean, I'm not saying
Okay.
it's not going to be any demons, but
Sorry, I was just trying to weigh it from what, because Moony wants to smash demons.
Yeah.
In the name of Celestials, sounds great to her.
Yes.
Elysium stuff is so cool.
Can you tell us more about the other two options, the orc stuff and
So
the Black
you
Hand
can help the Shadescar orcs, which will get you involved directly in the war with or against Mytheria, depending on which side you end up being on. Because the Shadescar are technically neutral. You can go the Black Hand storyline, which means that you continue on what he was up to and what his plan actually was. And you guys have a bit of a look under the hood after what happened with Ziracost. And it will probably end with you going back to Ziracost. Like, that's the logical point where that storyline will take you, is back to Ziracost.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's a lot of that city stuff that we get to do that you guys kind of breeze through on the tram. And then, of course, I'm open to anything that you guys decide that you want to do, because you're kind of in that position. So
Back to the Court of Curses we go.
Please no.
We're finally gonna do it, guys.
There's one more thing. Coffee will be receiving the message from the Watcher M soon as well. So if people want to do the Charizard stuff, you guys can do that as well.
Can you explain what that is?
So, so Sagas and Solace have been setting things up to kind of have like a central meeting point for all of the different groups, because they got knowledge of the other groups' activities through the Library of Kasael. And Marlowe specifically has been sending the different individuals of these groups a coded message that if they follow up on it, they can actually teleport to the Stone Sanctuary and speak with Laza, which is one of their NPCs, as well as Sagas and Solace, in order to combine efforts to try and cure the ailing problems that the continent is having. So there, you could go with that route as well, which is a more neutral route of dealing with the tier stuff. or you can do it on behalf of Elysium. So there's lots of different options here, and you can even mix some of them as well. But it's really
that's
up
what
to
I was going to
however you guys
ask.
want
Is
to
if we
do.
did like the Moaskadan stuff and the Elysium, if they're kind of going to be on the same line with.
Those are possible to put together. It's up to whether or not you want to do it with or without another group's involvement. That's kind of like what your choice is.
How does Zu'el feel?
Excuse me.
Because you really want to do the Black Hand stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, don't take what my character is going to do, like, because Zu'el is going to go off and do Black Hand shit. He's going to go to the tower, save zero cost, all that stuff. And that's what he's going to do. If us as a group decides to do something else, that's fine. I will just retire Zu'el and bring in a new character. It's not a big deal.
Well, I think that's what we should talk about then. Is
Yes.
what do the players want to do?
You want to go one by one?
Sure, we can do that.
Roll call us, Arcadum.
You got
Line
it.
us up.
All right. First, we're going to start with Thomas.
Yes.
Thomas
handholder.
Thomas says we should retire Marina as a character.
I think you played a jealous gay man very well.
Thank you.
He's not gay.
He's... Come here, Coffee. Get your hands out of those dead people real quick.
I mean, I was doing pretty decently.
Look at
He's
all
a
these
bino.
not dead people. All right,
He's just
all right.
lonely.
Thomas, get out of here. But
He's
no,
a
I
bino.
have an opinion.
I care about Thomas.
What's your pronies?
What's your
What's your pronies?
All right, Boldrum, what do you want to do? Or I guess Ghaz. What do you want to do?
I'm split. It's either way. The character would want to help Took. So if Took wants to go fight for Elysium, he would join Took with that. If we don't do that, he may or may not retire. And, like, if we decide to do the Black Hand Tower stuff, I'll probably retire the character and do something with a new character. But I'm totally for helping Took out with Elysium.
Okay. What about you, Took?
Elysium. Hell yeah.
Okay, I figured as much. Holden?
As a player,
Yeah, I'm talking to players. I'm talking to players
as
right now.
either the Moaskadan thing and or the Elysium thing. Again, if they can be mixed in, maybe do that. But if not, either or is fine with me. But that would be there'd need to be an in-character discussion about that before I
obviously.
hard
I'm
solidified
just
Elysium.
talking to players right now. All right.
Those are my two.
All right. What about you, Lolly?
I'm all in on the Celestials. I've never gotten to see your Celestial content. I'm playing a devil in a Nether campaign, so to be the opposite would be phenomenal.
Got it. Caped?
I'm either Black Hand or Moaskadan.
Okay. And Void?
I would love to see the Moaskadan combined with the Elysium. That way I can have the benefit of helping that mad scientist accomplish his goals and then helping others cure this poor continent.
Okay.
It's inferior technology.
So it sounds like that people want to do the Elysium stuff and the Moaskadan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it sounds like. So combining those two isn't difficult. It's obviously a lot of stuff that we'll have to talk about in character. And also we'll have to talk with, you'll have to interact with other groups. Right now they're in the middle of their duo campaign, so what'll probably happen...
Something else.
So what'll probably happen is when you get the Sherazad response, you'll be able to go talk to Laza, who will roleplay with you guys and get you guys to the next part, and then you guys get started on your Elysium stuff. But we're gonna have the break, which I'll need to create it all. So probably next session, what we'll do is we'll do the roleplay, and then we'll do your downtime and set all that up, and that'll give Taz some time to decide for his unique rebuild that he gets, and then everybody else can decide like how much time they want to spend, because you will get some downtime from Cup before you gotta get going, right? But But yeah, so you get all that. Oh, also, we'll have celestial rewards as well that you guys will get because you'll get supplies from the White Pantheon in order to aid your quest.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, you'll have some hallowed stuff to get over. But anyway, the point is that that's probably what next session's going to be. And then I won't have any more content for you guys after that because I'll need to prepare it. And then my break starts. So tomorrow, based off of what we're all going over, tomorrow's probably going to... Not tomorrow, excuse me. Next week is probably going to be our last session for Act 3. Sound good, everybody?
All right.
Good to me.
Okay.
Sorry, I was a little... So are we getting celestial loot now? Or
Next
as part
session.
of the... Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because we're coming up close to time now. So next session, what we're going to do is we're going to do everybody's rebuild stuff. We're going to roleplay with Laza. And then we're also going to do your celestial loot, because Cup's going to come back. We'll do the roleplay of the official quest lines and getting everybody, RP-wise ready. And then, we'll be good to go.
Is our celestial... Is this a joke? Our reward for all of the demons we killed that we never got loot from?
Yeah. No, that is what it is. It's your wealth level.
It's a milestone rule.
Says the person who got a bunch of money from all these demons we've killed.
You did get money.
You're welcome for planning ahead.
Ooh, look at me. I turned them into gold. But yeah,
I have a question.
So that's the plan. What's up to?
Would two get like a unique penance from like Elysium or something, or if he would
so
choose
there are foreign orders. We can go. I'll need to think on that because the Calcatetian palladic orders don't function as properly in this system.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to think on that. But if you really want one, tell me which one you want, and then I'll see what I can do. No guarantees though.
What
I
is
mean,
the
what
penance?
I want.
Well, okay, so paladins that are not Mytharian have penances instead of their oaths because of the evil performed by the church. They're actually trying to seek redemption. So all paladins that are not Mytharian are redemptive. So him taking an order from a foreign source is actually more difficult to implement into this region because of how the ley lines work. But I'll see what I can do. Also, there's balancing mechanics as well. Because, the time one is really strong. it's really good. So.
Yes.
And also, he just turns into a paladin, so he never worked for Mythera in the first place. So
No, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, we'll figure that out. Don't worry about that as much. I just need to know if you want to do that the roleplay aesthetic of it, right? That's what I'm more talking about. Like, do you want to play that kind of character? The mechanics we'll figure out. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Because I know your whole thing has been science, but now you get both, and then holiness, holy science. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and also if anyone wants to retire their character because they're, because you feel like it's a natural stopping point, let me know so that I can get, new characters, introductory stuff prepared. But it sounds like everybody can connect their characters to this, so we can keep going with the same crew, and that's fine. So I'm going to move forward with Elysium / Moazgadon stuff. Kind of mix that together. And so next session we'll have the roleplay bits. We'll have the celestial loot. We'll have downtime decided, any build changes decided, and handle all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
is there attunement stuff in Corvanus?
No, magic items have constant exposure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool!
Alrighty, well, that's a good place to call it, I think. Good game, everybody. Good times. Feels good. I had a great time. Yeah,
Clap.
See if we have any fan art.
I'm stoked for a celestial loot, you guys.
Okay, it's just a bunch of people mewing. I don't. I'm not putting that up there.
Oh man.
I don't need to do that. I'm good on that. All right.
Thank you, Waymaker.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for
What
playing.
about Father of the Year?
Thanks for.
There's one at the very top above the mewing.
Father of the Year, Tommy S. Burns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What a great dad.
He is very cool. unfortunately, he will probably not continue with you guys.
No,
He's not
That's
going to
okay.
do the Elysium stuff?
No, he's got to go find a way to turn little Reyna into a real girl.
Mm.
And, you know, angels ain't down with the undead. So...
That's
Oh,
true.
oh, Mr.
True.
Zu'el, I should probably get the fuck out of here.
No, wait, Thomas.
Kiss him.
Kiss him, you coward.
You let him on that whole time.
You
I did.
bastard.
Never said you were married to him.
All right.
He's not married to him.
Yes, thank you, Holden. Alrighty. Good games, guys. See you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.